Introducing David Achom, a name synonymous with excellence in wealth management and financial empowerment. An American certified wealth manager, Nigerian business magnate, and philanthropist, David stands at the helm of innovation as the founder and executive chairman of Afro Money Week Limited, the visionary force behind the celebrated Lagos Money Week. As the dynamic CEO of Pace Setters Entrepreneurs Network, PEN Global Group, David Achom's impact is nothing short of extraordinary. In 2022, he secured the second spot on the list of top 22 young trailblazers in Nigeria. The following year, he was honored with the prestigious Sir Ahmadu Bello Sardauna Platinum Award of Excellence, recognizing him as the achiever par excellence by the National Association of Northern Nigerian Students. In 2023, David achieved global recognition with the Nobel Prize for Excellence, presented by the Youth Coalition for Education in Nigeria, YOCEN, acknowledging him as a beacon of hope in Nigeria. He also got an ambassadorship deal of 25 million naira with TenTrade, a globally renowned multi-asset brokerage firm. A leading figure in African Forex landscape, David Achom founded Elevator Trading Academy, imparting financial confidence to over 15,000 individuals across various social media platforms and through personalized training sessions. Beyond his impactful presence online, David is an acclaimed author and a sought-after speaker, delivering over 20 keynote speeches annually. Today, we welcome David Achom, a visionary leader, a beacon of hope, and a global force shaping the future of wealth management and financial education.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. How are you today? You know how we do it, right? Very quickly, I want you to write in the comments where you're joining us from. I want you to write in the comments where you're joining us from. I am in Lagos, Nigeria. Where are you right now? I am in Lagos, Nigeria. Where are you joining us from? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I'm in Lagos. This is going to be very powerful. It's going to be but very powerful. I promise you. It's going to be very short, yeah, but very, very powerful. It's going to be very short, but very, very powerful. Um, I'm gonna start with a little charge for you. All right. I'm gonna start with a little charge for you. I'm going to start with a little very short charge for you. All right. The thing is, if you treat Forex like a hustle, to pay you, if you treat it like a gamble, do you understand what I'm saying? Let's read the comments very quickly first for this Shina. One Victor from Abuja, Oladure, Lagos. Amazing. I'm waiting for more comments. But whilst that is going on, we have Travis, Ghana. Whilst we are waiting for more comments, if you treat Forex like a hustle, to treat it like a gamble. But if you treat it like a skill, it will reward you like a king. Do you understand what I'm saying? It will reward you like a king. To reward you like a king. I'm serious. it will reward you like a king. The market does not reward noise. No, no. It rewards discipline. It rewards discipline. Your edge is not in chasing trades, but in mastering patience. I was talking to some of my students over the weekend. I said discipline and patience is one of the most important skills that the old generation billionaires had that we do not. Sadly, we do not have patience. We do not have discipline. Those guys had patience and they had discipline. You know, you have to master patience, you have to master discipline, you have to master risk, you have to master psychology, you have to respect the process. Do you understand? You have to respect the process. I'm serious. I'm serious. If not, the market is not going to pay you. You have to respect the process. Honor the plan. Like, remember, one clean setup executed with confidence can pay you more than 10 reckless trades. One very clean setup executed with confidence. I'm a proof of that too. One clean setup executed with confidence can pay you more than 10 reckless trades. So I want you to calm down, trade like a sniper, think like a CEO, show up like a warrior. This is your proving ground. Earn your seat. Don't rush. Calm down. You're a sniper. Let's say you have only 5 bullets. I'm sure you are not going to be shooting randomly to people. You're at a war. You have to defend your life. You have only 5 bullets. You're not going to be shooting recklessly. See, if you don't remember anything today, remember that this is a battlefield. It's not a playing ground. I need you to understand this clearly. Forex is not for the weak-willed, or for the impatient, or for the undisciplined. Like, Forex is not a hustle. It's not a shortcut. It's a skill. It's a weapon. If you master it, it can change your entire financial bloodline. Your entire financial bloodline, if you can master this skill. But only if you respect the craft. You're in a battlefield. Are you with me? You're in a battlefield. You're in a battlefield. Chase mastery over hype, over social media, whatever. Chase mastery. Stop chasing signals and strategies like a gambler in Las Vegas. Today you're in David Achom signal group. Tomorrow you're in another person's signal group. Next tomorrow you have joined this on Telegram. The other day you have joined this on Discord. The other day you have joined this on private WhatsApp channel. I know you probably don't have money to pay for their VIP, but stay on one person's zone. Chase mastery over hype. One strategy, one setup, one time frame. Master it until it is boring. I've mastered 15 minutes time frame. Let's not go there. Master it until it becomes boring. The real traders are boring. I hope you know. We are boring. We are focused. We are deadly accurate. But we are very boring. Very boring. The real traders are very boring. Trading itself is very boring. Trading itself is very boring. I have a few things I want to teach you before I go into the charts. The first thing I'll say before I continue is like this video so that YouTube will tell other people about it. Like the video. But like I was saying, the crowd is chasing, You're chasing panics and hype. No, I want you to be like a sniper. You have only 5 bullets. You have to be patient. So snipers will wait. Be that sniper that is waiting. Do you understand? Risk is the game. Discipline is your edge. Discipline and patience is your edge. Risk is the game, but discipline and patience is your edge. Market will not reward your desire. Oh. I wish I can have. Doesn't work here. Market only pays your discipline. Because Mathematical says, in life, you don't get what you deserve. You get what you negotiated for. Write that one down. Because Mathematical said, in life, you don't get what you wish, what you deserve. He said, in life, you don't get what you deserve. You get what you negotiated for. It means you must be very aware of what you are negotiating for. Your emotions are your greatest enemy. Oh. In this market, your greatest enemy is emotion. Why? One small mistake, one small greed, one small impulsive action, your account is gone. You're out of the game. One small mistake, you're out of the game. You must protect your capital, like your life depends on it, because your future does. Your future depends on that capital. If you respect your capital, you protect it. Someone asked me, why don't I blow up lot sizes? I just laugh. I said, don't worry. I know what market has shown me. I'd rather do my 4 lots, 5 lots, at most 10 lots, than to put 100 lots and then I don't have account to trade tomorrow. Let me do my 4 lots, 5 lots. Because the person saw my account balance and he saw my lot size. He said, why? He said, today you're using 1 lot, tomorrow 5 lots. That's tomorrow. I said, don't worry, leave it. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know what market has shown me. Risk is the game. Discipline is your edge. So focus on the process over your profit. If you keep measuring your success by how much you are making every day, you will break. Oh. The real game is the process. Journal your trades. Think in risk to reward. Think in percentages. We are up 10% today. Not we made 10,000 naira. No. You will break. Oh. If you think in percentage, you will know that you have made progress. If you think in not in amount, no amount will satisfy a Nigerian. No amount of money now. Telling me you made $1,000 today. I promise you. I've easily spent $10,000 in less than 20, let's say 20 minutes ish. I went to shop. Me and my guy. Just went to shop clothes and shoes and whatever. 10K gone. 10K gone. To no amount will satisfy me. But if you're thinking in percentages, the real game is your process. Journal your trades. Follow your plan. Accept your loss, but take high probability setup next time, even after a loss. If you are sure of this setup, high probability, and it follows your trading strategy, take it. Because obviously you have to be consistent. So take it. That's how you build a real edge in this market. That's how you build a real edge in this market. That's how you build a real edge in this market. Nobody's coming to save you. I'm serious. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. I was telling someone on Friday, no, Saturday actually, Saturday evening, I had a VIP mentees meeting, and I was telling somebody on that call, I said, you have to think in decades, not in days. Think in what? Think in decades, not in days. Think bigger. Play the long-term game. See, don't trade to pay bills. I know it's hard though. It's hard though because we all have bills to pay. But don't trade because you want to pay bills. Trade because you want to buy time. Because you want to buy freedom. Because you want to buy options. Trade because you want to buy properties. Trade because you want to make crazy investments, generational leverage. If that's what you want to do, you will not. You know you can't do that by gambling your account every Monday. I hope you know. You can't do that by gambling your account every Monday. You have to zoom out. You have to build slowly, grow smart. Yes, I don't say you should not stack, but stack your edge. Your edge is patience. Put a lot of patience into what you're doing. Stack your edge until the market respects your presence. Let the market say know that somebody has come. Let me tell you, you might not believe the market know me. I've showed the market paper over the years. I've showed the market paper. The market knows me. I want the market to know you too. I want the market to know you too. I want the market to know you also. This is your proving ground. This is where you prove that you have sense. Every session you enter is a chance to prove that you are becoming someone better. And you are not another signal chaser. If you are, see, I studied asset management professionally. Something that they asked us is, are you a signal chaser or a future asset manager? Since then, it changed my mind. I don't look for signals. I don't. No. Well, right from time, I've not even been a fan of signal. I've not been a fan of signal right from time. But it just made a lot of sense when they told us that. Are you an emotional trader or an elite trader? You are the one to decide that now. It's not the market, though. I don't know how to decide whether you're emotional or you're elite. But show up with half preparation and the market will humble you. Show up half prepared, see how the market will flog you. Just watch. Show up with half preparation and see how the market will humble you. The market will humble you. All your wings will cut. To play the long, I've said a lot of things. So, as I play the long-term game, focus on one strategy and master your patience. At least let that be the three things you learn. Play the long-term game, master your strategy, think in risk, rewards, percentages. Be master your patience. Let that be what you learn. You're not here to play. You're here to build skill, build structure, build stability. No matter the excuses you have, outwork those excuses. Outwork those excuses. Outlast those emotions. Treat like your legacy depends on it. Because it does. Treat like your legacy depends on it. Because it does. This is your age. Sharpen it every damn day. Sharpen it. Sharpen it. Sharpen it. This is your age. This is your age. Sharpen it. This is your age. This is your age. Sharpen it. This is your age. Sharpen it. don't be an emotional calm down, apply patience to what you're doing. Just think like a sniper. You have only 5 bullets. You must not waste it. I've said a lot. I hope that will guide you. I hope it will guide your trading. Let's get into the chat and let's make money this morning. Counselor, are you there?
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning, Counselor. We have
Hi.
Robert from Lagos. We have Celestia Egobi from Lagos. Travis Ghana. Timina in Lagos. Victor Lagos. Samuel Plateau. Adichie Porakot. Seal Showman is in Porakot also. Joshua. You're back to Lagos. Yes, I'm back in Lagos. I'm in Lagos. I'm in Lagos. So my Lagos people, we have a lot to do, man. We've got to face our crafts cruelly, man. Counselor, how are you doing now? How was your weekend?
Very well. Very well. Very good. How about yours?
Hmm? I know see sleep this weekend. I know see sleep. Oh. As of yesterday, I think almost 2 a.m. ish, I was still outside. Not
That's
for
Lagos.
party, oh. Not for party, oh. Emergency. I was in general hospital for somebody.
Oh, sorry about that.
It is well. Anyways, let's try to make money this morning. So what's up? You want to analyze gold first, or you want me to look at GBP first? What do you want?
Anyhow, you want it? I'm up for that.
The thing is, if you start gold, you must finish GBP also.
Okay, you
If you
can go
start
ahead and
first,
start.
if you start
You
first, you will do two of them.
can go ahead and start.
Okay, give me 3 minutes. No, I should be able to finish analyzing in 5 minutes actually, because I've done
All
my
right.
assignment earlier.
All right.
Can everybody see my screen clearly now?
Yeah, sure. I can.
All right, amazing stuff. Oh, Father, we thank you for this new week. We commit this week into your hands. Please guide us, lead us. We have no other help but you. We want to make money this week, oh Lord. Please guide us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So there's something I'm learning to add to market structure, which is order flow. Um, so let's say these are high, these are low, these are high. See, price came to the order flow. This is an order flow here. This is what we call a demand level. The price came here to the demand level before going up, right? Let me show you what I call demand level here. This is demand level here. Yeah. What did I see that made me call it a demand level? On 4 hours, you see previous resistance creating another block, um sitting pretty after liquidity has been wanted. So we know obviously that that's a demand level because it's below liquidity. Um, right. So now price is up here, came down into this point. This is a demand level also, and went up. Look at it's a demand level, and price tapped it and immediately ran up. All right, so it's still market structure, but we are following order flow now, right? So now, what am I expecting? To be very fair, I'm telling you what I'm expecting. Do price close above this, so we can see two things. Can either see buys from here straight all the way up, or see price come break and close. Upon the break and close, we'll have a very heavy sell into this. This is our next demand level here. There'll be very heavy sell into that level. Do you understand? So based on order flow, that's what I'm expecting. But when we go to the 1 hour, we'll get it clearly. So let's delete it now and look at line charts. Draw out our confluences on the line charts. You know what we do on the line charts, right, guys? Draw out our confluences on the line charts. I'm looking for areas that have multiple touches on it. I like this one very well. Um, I like this one also. Yes, one touch here, two touch here, three touch here, four touch here. I like that one. Just look for one close to your prices right now. Line chart again. One touch here, two touch here, three touch here, fourth touch here, fifth touch here. I like this one. Just look for one above price. Okay, I like this one. Touch here, touch here. Okay, I like this one very well. I like this one very well. So we have all of these places, potential take profits or entries. If you are selling, you are selling and taking profits here and taking profits here. If you're buying, you are doing the reverse of it. Now back to the line charts. Back to counter charts. All right. So now we're going to 1 hour charts. And on the 1 hour, we are studying the current market trend. Until there's a change in trend, we're not going to sell or buy. So what's the current trend in the markets? Selling, that's bearish trend. So yeah, price fails to give us a lower low. So we are not going to sell or buy until something happens. And what's that thing? We're not taking any action until price either breaks and closes below this, or breaks and closes above this. No sell, no buy. Because we have two options, and both of them are very good. If price breaks and closes above it, then we are going to buy into a higher zone. Here is a very fair point. This is a fair point to buy to. All right. That's if price what breaks and closes above it, then we have a good 117 pips to buy. If price breaks and closes below it, then we are going to buy into TP1 and we are going to sell into TP1 and TP2. This is TP1 here. TP1 is 160 pips, TP2 is 305 pips. Right? So either of them is good, but I must see a break and close on it because based on market structure, these are most recent low, most recent high. Neither of them have been taken. Neither of them have been taken. So price must take one of them. First, take out one of them with a body. Close that place with a body. Then I'll start looking for re-entry. Once I see it closes above with a body, I'll look for buyers. Or if it closes below with a body, I'll look for sales. But that's what I will do. Do you understand? Because right now, price is in an overbought position. It needs to come and retrace, but you are still bullish. So you cannot force it to retrace. 4 hours is still bullish. 1 hour is bearish. 4 hours is still bullish. You can't force it to retrace until price gives you a confirmation. I believe that makes sense. I believe that makes sense. All right. If that makes any sense, I want you to write sense, capital letter SENSE in the chat box. Sense. I want you to write capital letter sense. I want you to write capital letter sense in the chat box if it makes sense. Good morning, sir. It's Kelvin from Bales University. Nice to have you here again, sir. Amazing, Kelvin. Crazy peeps. How are you? Sense. It makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Amazing. Amazing. So I'm done analyzing GBUSD. Let me share the chat with you guys. So I've shared it with you guys. I've shared it with you guys now. Okay? Counselor, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Share your screen. Let's shoot. You have a good 30 minutes. Break down good for us. Tell us what to look out for. And let's make money today. You have a very good 30 minutes on the call. Just do what you want to do. I'll also be here. In fact, what I will do to not distract anybody is I'll off my camera so that I can just be learning.
All right. I'm sharing already. Can you see my screen?
Not yet, boy.
Yeah.
You can't see your screen yet, too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's clear now.
Yeah. So my duty on gold has been straightforward and simple. Like I said since we started the stream, my gaze for gold is very simple. And everything I do, I'm a day trader, right? So I make decisions that you can take for that day and that day alone. My decisions are based of structure, liquidity, and my closest entries. I don't complicate my trading. I don't overcomplicate anything. So as it is right now, this is my range. This is my range. Boss talked about order flow and stuff like that. So this is my range, and from this range to this range high, price has been super
I think his network. So he uses a
at some
broadband
point.
and
So
it kicks him out.
market is doing price rather is doing something you can see, you
We didn't
can
hear
at
you for
least
like a
call
good 30
a
seconds.
higher
Cancel.
low, creating that higher low to this point.
Counselor,
Yes, boss.
we didn't hear you for a good 30 seconds. You might want to repeat what you said. Your network kicked you.
All right. So I said if you can see the structure from a 4 hour time frame, here what is happening right here is a clear swing that have created a very long highs to up to this point. And like market structure is not just something that can just be keep going up and up and up and up and that. What market is doing right now, it's creating just a kind of higher low to continue pushing to that up. So what are you expected to do? You're expected to keep calm and follow the price. Keep calm and follow the price. Following the price in the sense that identify where your liquidity is from the lower time frames and then shoot. Are we going to take off this high this week? I don't know. Pending when price takes off all there's highs here. When you're buying, price takes out the sell side liquidity. When you're selling, price takes off the buy side liquidity. For now, we are buying. Why did I say that? Price have already created a clean range from here to there for you. And from this return, from this retracement, from this pullback, whatever you call it, from this pullback, you're seeing that price is gently respecting the demands from this point, and then the last one is this guy. So, and he's not just basically doing anything that he wants to do. No, it is following every liquidity that has been taken out. Let me go down to 30 minutes and clarify everything for you. So from this point where the market got up to the high, what did you see that kept happening? Market price starts coming down because gold has been bullish all this while. Gold has been buying all this while, and then price cannot just keep going in the same direction. I've thought with this thing severally. I've said it severally that price comes back, take enough liquidity, and continue going to that direction. That is what is called order flow. Order flow is the movement of price at a particular direction without interruption. So when you see price doing something like that, you always just to sit back, make sure that price comes to somewhere that you've known that the liquidity there has been taken out, and you're just waiting for the guy to come and enter your trap. You are the one setting the trap for the market. You are the one setting the trap for the price. Like Mr. David rightly said, he has dealt with the markets rightly because he has known where to position himself to price to come into. So you set the trap and then relax for price to come. If you watch clearly, you can see where I keep marking out my breakup structures, my liquidity and stuff like that. I use dollar signs and anything you want, just whatever makes you sleep well at night. That's what you can use. It's not, you shouldn't do like counsel or no. So up on this point, you're seeing that price was buying and he's not taking out any sell-side liquidity, none. He's just buying because gold has never been here all its life. Gold has never been here all its life. So this is the new time the guy is here. So what do you expect to do? You expect price to at least come back to gather more liquidity and continue. If you watch clearly, price came to this point, and continued higher. If you watch clearly again, price came to this point and bought. Price came to this point and reacted. It reacted and went up and then dumped. If you watch closely again, price came to this point and reacted. Are you seeing it? It reacted. And all these reactions, this one is a loss. This one, all of them would at least give you solid 3R. Solid 3R. Solid 3R, what are you looking for again? So are you seeing that even when following your structure, you are still making money on the line? Even when following your structure, you are still making money on the line. This guy gave a solid 4R. I, for one, I'm comfortable with 3R. So you that have small accounts, it's not even account size. You are okay with 3R. 3R is giving you 30%. 4R is giving you 40%. There is no trader, there is no businessman in Nigeria, in the world actually, that makes 30-40% of their whole business venture in a day. There is no business venture that does that. Only way you see that thing happening is in trading. So when I say 3R is okay for me, 4R is okay for me, I know what I'm saying because it is actually okay. The point we should keep fighting in trading is greed. The point, it's actually a kaka one that you should take out of your trading. Take it out of your trading. So from this point again, you see the same thing again happened. And from here, can you hear me? I don't seem to start seeing my screen again. If you can hear me, just say something on the chat box.
I can hear you clearly. Go ahead.
Good. So you can see from this guy again, you can see clearly the price reacted from it and gave us another solid 3R even before any kind of retracement. Another solid 3R. You see it's 3.5. Not even to this guy, 3.5 to this guy. So I took another buy here. That was last week, Monday, and I called it live. I called it clearly live. And it gave us another. Are you seeing that even in the bearish, even when the market is the price is trying to come down, I'm still making money buying. It's called pro trend. Pro trend. People counter trade a lot. People counter trade. You know that this price is buying, but you just want to sell. Why? Yes, at some point you make money, but it is not consistent. I always say this: you don't catch a falling knife. You don't catch a falling knife. You don't try to catch a falling knife. So where will you put your hand? It will cut you. And when it cuts you, your account is gone. So always know where your price is coming to, where it's coming from, where it's headed, and all of that. That is what makes up a whole order flow. So now I've already established the fact that gold is buying. So Just treat all this thing that's happened here as the process of coming to gather liquidity. If you watch, this guy took liquidity here, this guy took liquidity here, this guy took liquidity here, they all give you a solid 3R. Even if you fail one out of all of them, you just lost 1R, 1% of doing business, 1% of having an investment, 1% of doing something. You just lost 1%. And the ones you made is 6%. That is more than 1/6 of what you risked. So it's fine. So as you're watching now, price has entered this zone. From the 4-hour time frame, you can see that it is a valid demand zone. It is a valid demand zone. When Mr. David said that this point is demand zone, let me explain why he said it's a demand zone. I know some of you guys cannot just ask questions, probably because you don't know it. No, it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to want to know more. It's okay to want to learn, because this is my job. This is my main job. So when people say I trade as a side hustle, this one, yeah, whatever makes you sleep well at night. But for me, I need to know everything that price is doing. I need to know every sign is giving me. Why is he giving me that sign? Why is he giving me that thing? So this demand here, like you all know, demand is where you buy from. So why would someone say that demand is at that top? What happened there is simple. When another block fails, it becomes a breaker block. And that breaker block is still a demand. When another block fails, it becomes a breaker block. When a breaker block failed, it becomes a reclaimed block. That's where I'll stop. That is what this guy means here, that he's calling another block a demand zone. This is a failed order block that have been flipped, and then price coming back to this point, this buy will continue. A failed order block is called a breaker block. Let me just make it simple. This is your order block, right? This is where you buy from. Yes, this is where you buy from. And then price comes and takes out your order block. In this case now, the trend has changed. It has turned to what? A breaker block. This guy now is still a supply zone, but now is selling. So in a case study like this, let me go back again and change it to something like this, and then flips. This guy here, there is a demand zone here that is meant to sell this price, because people sell from supply and buy from demand, right? So price came and smashed through this guy with reckless abandon. He didn't even pity the guy. He didn't even tell him that, okay, I'm a supply zone, let me just keep going down. He just came here, corrected a bit, and swept it. So once he swept this guy is no longer a demand zone, but it can still buy from that zone. So what is it now called? It's called a breaker block, because that other block has been failed, gathered liquidity while coming back, and then from here the buy continues. So when another block fails, it becomes a breaker block. When a breaker block fails, it becomes a reclaimed block. That is where I'll stop. For you to know more about that, you can text Mr. David to get the full mentorships. So price came back to this guy, and as he came back, you can see that price is now rejecting. Price is now rejecting. I understand that you can see any signal anywhere, buy this, buy that. You can make money off them. You can make money off them. But before you buy from any demand zone, before you buy from any supply zone, kindly ask your signal provider to explain what he or she saw in that particular pair before that buy. It's simple to buy from any supply and sell from any supply and buy from any demand. But know the reason why your guys are buying. Know the reason why you're selling. Why? At least for the fact that you're using money on that venture. For the fact you're putting money on that business. Know why the guy is selling, know why the guy is buying. Yes, he will make profits, he will make losses, but know why he's buying. So now, my guy have already tapped into my demand zone, and I don't need any suitors to come and tell me, counselor, you can buy from this zone. Counselor, you can do this, you can do that. Why did I say that? Yes, it was on a down spiral movement, but my gaze is still on the 4 hours. And 4 hours is telling me that I'm buying. Anything that happens here, I don't really give any excuse. I'll just wait for price, do what he wants to do, and then boom. So now when price got to this point, he shifted buyers, taking out all this sell side liquidity, and then from this point. So coming back again to this guy is where you can now buy without fear of any fall. Is where you can now buy without fear or any fall. So if we started the class at about May 2nd, something like that, that is over the Friday or so, this buy is still active. But for now, I'm trying to make decisions that we can take part in. Trying to make decisions we can take part in. So that's been taken out, and price have already started buying from this guy. So now, and if you watch, this one has been taken out. Let me open it very well. This guy has been taken out. Why did I say that? Because he took it out with a body. He took it out with a body. Wick to body is still nice. Wick to body is still nice. But body to wick is not nice. Did you see it? That wick that was here didn't show any sign. That wick that was here did not show any sign. You can see it. The wick that was here did not show any sign. But the body that was here showed a clear sign. Are you seeing it? The wick that was here did not show sign. The wick that was here did not show sign. But you are trading for the bodies. You're trading for the bodies. And that's why I said always take profit from the body of the candle. Don't cover all the wicks thinking that price. Yes, sometimes it does, but most times price leave that wicks for whatever you want to do with it. So coming back to where we started, you can see that price have taken this one out, and from that point you are now looking for buys. Our buys continues. So for me, if you go down to 15 minutes, which I clearly don't. So my gaze is only at this point. This is my liquidity, and this is my valid demand. So what am I looking out for? Price to come back here and continue this buy movement. Why did I say that? Because price have given me enough reason to know that I am ready to buy. I am ready to do this. One reason is this. They're all confluences. They're called confluences. This is my valid demand, which has a clear this is my valid demand, which has a clear liquidity that's been taken out and then tapped into my demand and gave me a market structure shift. Gave me a market structure shift. Market structure shift is when price changes from bearish to bullish. When price changes from bearish to bullish. At this point, this is my demand zone, which is this guy. This is price. And then when price comes out again, taking out this high that was created previously, what does it mean? It means that price is now ready to keep pushing up. That is what happened here. They have already pushed up. I didn't even use this one as a valid structure shift. My main aim is this guy that has been taken out. And why did he take it out? He took it out with a body. I've already shown you that on the live, on the line chart. So once that have happened, my next gauge is now at looking at my liquidity and then continue my buy. The same thing happened here. It took off all these ones. If you trade 15 minutes, you can see it. It took out this guy here and then went up, came back, created liquidity and went up. So some people will say that, should I pursue it? Should I pursue? Don't chase price. Allow it to come back. It must come back to you. No need. So this is my liquidity, and now this happens to be my POI. Why did I not choose this one? Simple. Okay, let me just ask. If anybody answers me, why did, or the person, why me, didn't take my POI from this place? I'll give the person, okay, I'll buy you breakfast. It's not 5K breakfast. It's not 10K breakfast, but I'll buy breakfast. The first person to tell me why I did not cover all these demands to buy from here. Remember, if you cover this demand, your risk to reward has been reduced. So tell me what is in my head, not what you think. Tell me what you know that is in my head, why I did not cover this guy. I rather used this guy alone. If you tell me what I need in my head correctly, I'll buy you breakfast immediately. I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the chat. Additional, just drop your account number immediately, please. It has already been mitigated. That is it. That is it. It has already been mitigated. Why? Because this guy have already mitigated this guy. So why am I covering all these places again? Why am I covering it? But if you watch, this one here has not been mitigated before. It hasn't. Mitigation means when price touches your POIs. And it has already moved. It has mitigated it and moved. So you are looking for the liquidity that is after this one, no longer here. At least I'm happy that people are following. I'm happy that people are following. So at this guy, at this point here, it is valid to not just even come here again. So your entry is now somewhere here, and then your stop loss is directly below this, which means if price comes to this guy, it's solid 3. It's solid 3, and you're out. You don't have to be there waiting for price, covering all these points. Look at. So always follow price actions correctly, not blindly. Follow price actions correctly and not blindly. So the same thing happened here. Price has already tapped in here and moved. You cannot say that, oh, let me start, okay, let me put my this thing here. For you, it can work. But for me, once price takes this guy out, best believe taking this one out. Once price takes this guy out, he's taking this one out. So always follow price accordingly. The way it's coming, follow it like that. Don't just sit on your edge and think, oh, I will buy from this demand and I'll sell from this supply. It is not like that. Always follow price as a trader. Don't follow price blindly. So as I already said, my entry is now here. My entry is now here. Once price comes on, take off these ones. My entry is here. From this point, then you can now see what I talked about: buy side and sell side liquidity. Buy side and sell side liquidity. Once this price started buying, what do you think will happen to all these guys here? They will all be taken out. They will all be taken out. So my target first is here. But like I said, I'm a day trader. Once price gives you 3R, take your partials. Once price gives you 3R, take your partials and wait for the rest. So this is my entry for today, for gold. This is my entry for today for gold. I will save it and send it to the group. So if you followed my price actions from the range high up until this moment, tell me just what do you think about the analysis. If it's good, tell me good on the comments. If it's fair, tell me fair on the comments. If it's bad, tell me bad on the comments. Yes, I don't feel bad when you criticize me nicely. If it's bad, tell me bad on the comments. If it's good, tell me good on the comments. If it's solid, whatever you think of it, just tell me on the comments. And then if you have any question, I believe now is the right time to shoot your questions. Like I always say, don't chase the prize. Don't chase the prize. Praise said good. What happened to better? What happened to great? Good is fine by me too. But then, good. Timmy said good. So we're fine. So at that point, that is what I am looking out for. And then when you've gotten Celestina good, Mishak good, that's fine. Thank you. So that is how I do my analysis from the top to the finish. When that is done, this is your TP1, this is your TP2, this is 5R TP2. So you can now say, okay, I've taken enough partials, let me just leave this thing at break even, and then you can be getting for your 11. Robert says makes sense. So for additional, do you think gold to start rallying up, that is the demand mitigation, the end of the retracement? There is no way price can just keep buying without mitigation. Yes, we can miss it. But don't say it will not come back. It will always come back. So this question you're asking me now, what I'm seeing inside is, do you think once it passes this demand, we should buy? No, sir. So gold will retrace. For example, let's say that all these things here weren't here. All these things now have not happened. Like from here to here hasn't happened. So now, do you think when I said this place is my demand, this place is where I want to buy from, this is my liquidity, this is where I want to buy from, and you ask this question, I'll tell you, let's say we don't miss gold though. I will not tell you that. I won't tell you that, because at the end of the day, you're seeing that after even all this high, price came back again to mitigate it. Like I always say, set your trap and just watch back, sit back and relax. Set your traps, sit back and relax. There's no trying to let me make this one, let me make it. Nah. Just set your trap. If you're a 9 to 5er, set your trap. Like me now, you see me, set my alarm, and that is it. Even if I close my laptop and wake up anytime, once it comes to my guy, it will give me my alert. That's all. Great. So anywhere I am, you can see this dot here. You're seeing it. So it's been set. So once price gets to this line, once price gets to this line now, that is my POI. I'm already a watchdog. I'll now keep watching and see what price does next. This is as long as it's a buy trend. If you followed from the beginning, you know that I've explained that is a buy trend. It is a buy trend. it is a buy trend. Why did I put my target here and not here? Why did I put my targets here and not here? Why did I put my targets here and not here? It's not you that will ask questions. Me, I ask questions too. Why is my target here and not that all-time high? After that, I think we are done. Mr. David, you can come and take it away from here. To set your alert on TradingView, go to the price, click, right click, go to your entry, right click. Just go to the point you want the alert to start from, right click. Once you right click, you see stuff like this, and then you choose set alarm on gold, set alarm on whatever you want to do. And then when price is crossing at that point, you're good, because that's the nearest resistance or supply zone where the market can revise from. John Isikima, that's a very good one. That is a very brilliant answer. This is a supply zone where the market can potentially reverse from. Why did I say that? There's your liquidity here, clear liquidity here, and this is your demand, in as much as it's here, but it's a demand zone. Sorry, it's a supply zone. So once price gets to that point, it's expected for it to do something. Do something. Check on 1 hour time frame. You can see it. So it's expected for price to do something. But in as much as me, but then I will not say anything. But then that is it. For me, it is because this guy, I don't want to be too forward, I beg. This guy here has been mitigated. So the liquidity is sold with is this guy, and not this one is just a buy from to sell. So coming back here, anything can still happen. So just not to be a greedy person in the market, just take your partials, 1:3, 1:5, and then you can hold on to the rest. So that is all from my end. Adepoju, Timi, Adeche, John, you guys, Celestina, Robert, you guys made my analysis very, very, very impactful for me. It's one thing to talk about something, and it's another thing for someone to really understand what you're saying. So it makes the flow very, very symbiotic. So that is very, very good. I applaud you guys to come on live every Monday at 8 a.m. with us, so we can analyze and see through the market together. So without further ado, that is where I'll be ending for today. Thank you, everybody.
Amazing stuff, amazing stuff. So because of our time, obviously, I'll just call it a day over here. You guys, I want you to click a thumbs up on this video. All right, don't do it later, do it now. Click a thumbs up on this video, and just put a comment, because what it does is it makes the algorithm pick up. So put a comment. Aside that, I think we've had a very awesome time today. Counselor is going to share with me the chart that will counsel you guys. I mean, pun intended. I'll counsel you guys into the forex markets, gold specifically, and then we're gonna make a lot of money on it today. I promise you. All right. So see you guys at the top, not from the top, because you know what to say. The bottom is way too crowded. Okay. Have a good day. Have a nice one, and bye bye.